Hey guys, so I did a video on some of the things that we do here to prep for a home birth, and I wanted to also share some things that I would pack in my birthing bag if I was going somewhere. I'm not going anywhere, I'm doing it here, but these are some things that I like to have on hand. And one thing I make up ahead of time is these little capsules, and they are really good for helping manage discomforts. It is 5 drops of Copaiba, 5 drops of frankincense, and 5 drops of Idaho balsam fir. And you can take them every 15 minutes whenever things are getting intense. This is something new. I have never done this during labor, but I know lots of people who use it during labor, and so I wanted to give it a try this time, so I have them set up. We've used them for a lot of other things, dental work, things along those lines. They're just really helpful. Another thing I like to have on hand, and I can link if you're interested, is my nipple butter. This is really helpful. Even though I have nursed all of my babies, every time is a little bit different. They have to learn, I have to learn, we have to kind of get in the same groove. And so things can be kind of tender, sore. And so I like to have this on hand. It's really actually a good skin cream even after baby's born and all that other stuff. So if you don't use it all up there, then you can use it other places. This is my little noses. It is a combination of lavender, lemon, and frankincense. They're super gentle oils, but I like having this on hand. I can put it on their feet, baby's feet, spine. I can even do it like on their sinuses or under their nose and on their forehead. But this is kind of my immune support roll-on for the little people. I mean, like the little people that maybe you don't want to use thieves on yet or something like that. So I like to have that ready. It's good for boosting their immune system too, just because frankincense is so amazing. I bring frankincense anyway. It goes on their head. We do a little blessing on them. So frankincense is another one. Clariderm, must have. Pack this in your bag because after you're cleaning up with your peri bottle, whether in hospital or at home, this really helps everything heal up down there. Popsicle pads, I did a video on how to make them. The popsicle pads are amazing. It helps cool, soothe. Everything's kind of swollen and tender. I make them up like 10, 15 of them ahead of time so that I can just grab them as I need them afterwards. I like to have Seedlings baby wipes. I don't know if you've checked out the chemicals that are in wipes, but there's a lot. And that's a brand new baby that you just had, so I like to make sure I have chemical free. I make my own for at home. I love making my own, but those are a little bit more cumbersome in like the diaper bag, and since you're gonna be, not out and about too much, but I like to have them ready because those are what we put in our diaper bag. And if I ever run low or somebody can't find them, we have the Seedlings as a backup. Remedies. This is not the right kit, but my kid is sleeping right now. I didn't want to go in my room. I have an entire birthing kit that I take with me, or that I have with me. These are homeopathic remedies. You can go to homeopathyformommies.com. She has a birthing kit on there. These remedies are going to be good for fear. They're going to be good for stalled labor. They're going to be good for after delivery. I mean, arnica, sepia, hypericum, all of those are really important remedies to have on hand after you deliver, because it's going to help with your healing process. So I bring a kit similar to this, or have a kit similar to this that's in my bedroom, and that's where my child is sleeping. So I'm not going to go in there and wake him up. Tushy spray. I do the olive oil until the meconium is gone, but if they have any irritations, I make a tushy spray, and it has coconut oil in it, frankincense, lavender, and lavender, melaleuca, and myrrh. Those are the 3 oils in here with coconut oil as a base. You can use whatever carrier oil you want. So if you prefer sweet almond oil or V6 oil or whatever, that's fine. But I like it because it's a spray. changing diapers, whatever, and you have to like get the creams out. I do keep the seedlings, like if they get a really, really bad rash where you need more of a barrier, the seedlings works amazing. But for your day-to-day, like, oh, it just looks like they sat in the diaper a little bit too long, or they slept really good and maybe they pooped and you didn't know it, just something to quickly clear up, this works really, really well. So most of the time this is what I use, but if they would ever have like a worse diaper thing, then that would be what I use. I like to have Zyng, Ningxia, and then the Nitro, which is on its way here now. But these are really good for hydration. They're good for minerals. They're good for energy levels. So in labor, they're awesome. If you just need something refreshing besides water, it's a good one to go to. The other thing I like to have is the Ultima. This is has no calories. Stevia is a sweetener. They have multiple flavors. So like raspberry, orange. This is lemonade, pomegranate. But you just mix that with water and it's an electrolyte replacer. So since we've been home birthing, one of the things the midwife recommends is that you have some sort of electrolyte replacer because you're doing a lot of work. So it's like running a marathon. And so I've looked at different ones. I've attempted to make my own. I won't drink Gatorade or Powerade or any of those because they have tons of junk in it you don't want. But this is quick, easy. It's just a powder. You put a scoop in a water bottle, shake it up, and sip on it as you need it. I wouldn't probably do more than 2 to 3 servings in a day. I mean, you would have to be needing it on the daily. It also has lots of vitamins and minerals in it. Like, well, check it out. You can find it on Amazon, but it's Ultima. So I like to have that honey. Whether you get the little sticks of honey or we just buy ours in bulk and have a jar of it in the kitchen. But honey is amazing for your energy levels. And it's just good for you in general. The other thing is energy bites. I make my own with oats, protein powder. I add some essential oils to mine, but I put them in the freezer. So there's a gallon-sized baggie of energy bites in there. Usually triple the batch. My kids love to eat them. But those are nice because they're going to give you that protein. They're going to give you that all the things that you need without like a full sit-down meal, which is what you don't necessarily need. I like to have the afterbirth roll-on too. So that is another, I did a video on that not that long ago. I can link it, but it is going to help. So, you know, they come in and they check your uterus and that's so much fun. This is going to help everything tone back up. So it's a roll-on that has helichrysum in it, it has lavender, and it has frankincense in it, and it just really helps everything to heal. I also have an entire combination of like roll-ons, whether you're dealing with like back labor or whether you're dealing with just like you need to calm down, something that's grounding. I like to have grounding, but just some of the basic oils. There's a lot of oils that I like to have. Frankincense, Valor, black pepper is amazing for your back. Lavender, Valor's great for your back too. Myrrh is really good. It's really good for an umbilical cord after birth. Any kind of skin thing. Gentle Baby is really calming and really soothing. So I like to have that one. It's one I rub on my belly now. The Seedlings Calm has I love the smell of it. So that one's a good one to put in the diffuser. Jasmine, once labor is active, this one's really helpful in helping to strengthen the contractions. Sklar Essence, which I didn't grab. Clary Sage, this one is huge for, I mean, I did this one even internally with Alex. I no longer like the smell of it because I did it internally and burped it up all the time. But it's really good to have on hand because it's going to help your body continue to move in the direction it needs to move in. There's a few others, but I have a whole roller kit that I use for birth. I talked about it on my podcast. It's just a combination of different oils for grounding and things like that. But lately I've been putting grounding on my head just because it helps me to feel grounded. Another thing is if you have your Itovi scanner, this is really good for like seeing where you're at and what some of the oils that can help you right in the moment. So I like to have that as well. those are, oh, and then Bach flower remedy. It's rescue remedy. You can get it almost at any health food store, but it is something that is very calming. So you can just add it to your water, and so it's Bach, B-A-C-K, or B-A-C-H, and it's called, they have tons of flower essences. So they're very similar to homeopathic remedies, but they come in a liquid dropper. And the Bach Rescue Remedy is amazing for helping you stay calm. Even when I was introduced to that before I was introduced to oils. And so with our 5th baby in the hospital, that one was really, really helping me stay calm. Our 5th one was the first one that I did without an epidural. I had done, well, my epidural didn't work with the 4th one, but I had done, because I had been induced, I had done them with epidurals for the first 4, and my goal with number 5 was to not have an epidural, and so that kept me calm through the induction Pitocin induced contractions. So that's kind of my lowdown of the things that are must-haves, in my opinion, that you're going to want to have as things in your toolkit, whether you're going to have your baby at home, in a birth center, or in a hospital. Those are just the things that I like to have on hand. So if you have something to add, please add below or comment. And if you have a question or want a link or a recipe, just let me know and I will share it with you. Have a great day.